Alright, there you go. I think this is on. Hey yo everybody, I'm Rex and Wise. This is Third Coffee Studio. I'm still kind of struggling with this OpenToonz thing. But I think I fixed a couple of problems. It's just, it's not very intuitive. And the problem with that is when you get stuck, you hit a snag, you stay stuck. And again, I think of it very much like working in Blender. Because Blender's like that. It's very unintuitive. It does a lot of stuff, but when you get stuck, you are hitting a brick wall. And it takes a while to figure out what to do. Hey Marto. How you doing today? This is such a saga. I like your emote. Is that your little lurk cat emote? Oh, neat. I like that. I don't know. We had a time of it yesterday. So some of it's colored. I don't want to show you. Some parts are colored, some parts are not. We had a time. A hard time yesterday. The last couple of streams for this have been very rough. Figuring out this tool is just difficult. But I think we have a handle on it. So here's a major complication. In this palette area, which is actually made up of these things that look like color swatches, but instead they're not swatches. It's linked color and brush information that's linked to everything you made with it. So for instance, what layer are we on? We're on this layer here. You see that it's in blue? We'll come up here. I should go the other way. Okay, I'll show you this one, since I haven't colored that one. If we do this, stop. We can change the color of this filter, for instance. Black back to, what was it? None. And this was our original color. So if we do that, I haven't chosen it because other open source tools really suck, and anything that might be better is really expensive. So right here, everything we drew with this particular style is connected to it. No matter what frame, this stat, and it's per palette, like this. I mean, it's per column. That style exists within that column, and you can see everything you did with that style over here, right? And if we then change this, and we hit apply, you see it changes this color. And this is the thing that you have to remember. Now, if you have this on auto, this will bring up, so it'll just apply constantly, you see. The problem with automatic application, I guess, turn that to disable it. So you have to manually apply. The problem with auto is that over here, well, if we had a brush with settings, this takes a minute to load. Ayo woo woo. We do this, apply, and come over here to settings, and say we scroll down, like all these settings will reset to this. This is the default for the brush. If I want, say, pressure gain so that it, gets like thicker strokes and whatever with heavier pressure, then this will get reset if I move to another brush where this is 0, because it's automatically applying everything, and then it applies it again when we go back to the other brush. So it's maddening. If you want these to stay the way they are, have it off, have auto off, and then just hit apply every single time you touch something, which is also kind of a hindrance. So you gotta pick your poison with this. Either keep auto on and get your settings like reset every single time you change a brush, or have it on apply and remember to hit apply for everything that you do. Everything. And I'm not kidding. It could be maddening. But you have to just develop this reaction just to, as a reflex move, to just hit this every single time. What were we at here? Let's reset that. Back to this one. We hit apply, and it applies it not just to here, it applies it to the style. That's what's happening. You see, because this is holding that brush information as well. So it's not applying here. We have to understand that it's applying here in the style. And I don't know, this just, it's maddening. But we have to, as long as we remember that, I think we'll be okay. Vectors also work very differently. I don't know, they're handled differently. So first thing I'm going to do, because we're going to ink, and I'm going to, hold on, that music is just, I always start off too loud. There we go. So we're going to ink this, and I want to bring that down, and I want it to be a color that I prefer to ink over, because it's easier to see black on top of like a light blue color. So we'll do, what is it? It's this thing right here. If we want to bring down the opacity, so we hit sketch, so it highlights the entire column. Each frame, I should add, is a layer. Is a level. And you can think of the columns like layers, and they move from right to left. So these are on top of these as you go that way. Even though camera is here, it's not really, I don't know, it's backwards of what it seems. I feel like the camera should go from, the frames, or the layer order should go outward from the camera, but they don't. They stack toward the camera. Weirdly. So, or they stack, I guess, above the camera, if you think of it that way. Right to left, if I have it set up this way, or I guess top to bottom, if you have this going across the screen, which you can hit that button and make it go the other way. By default, it's like that, actually. And I flipped it on the drawing room. These are called rooms, these tabs. And I flipped that, and then I placed it over here. Otherwise it'd be across the bottom. I kind of messed around with the format here, just probably shouldn't have, while I was still trying to learn the software. I've got everything all put in different places. This is how we're going to control the opacity. So none of these things are really self-evident. You just have to know that they're there. Additional column settings. So this is where we have our opacity, and I want to set that lower. And that little thing that pops up is the autosave. You can turn off autosave, but this thing gets buggy, so probably a good idea to have the autosave running. It's just weirdly, I don't know why it does that, but that little what is that console window that pops up? What do you call that? Like a little command, like a little, almost like one of those little CMD pop-ups that happen. like when you're doing like old games. Oh, where was that? Here we go. So we're gonna hit this because I want a different color. Alright, we're good to go. And which frame are actually... Okay, this is what I've done. Because we're going to go through what I've learned about vectors. This is basically what we're doing today. It's going to be a fairly concise beginning of the stream here, where it's informative, and then I'm going to move on to just chill time. And yeah, I think that's how we're gonna format these in the future. I'm gonna have something to talk about. I'm gonna have bullet points. We're gonna start off first, 15-20 minutes of the stream, maybe half hour is gonna be like actually getting down to business and talking about stuff, tutorializing stuff that I've recently learned, and then I'm just gonna clam up and zone out while I draw. So I think yeah, we're gonna change the formatting a little bit. So the bucket fill does not really want to work in anything but vectors. It's crazy. So let's see. Let's pick out. Did we already do that? I've already selected that. You can see how I had to do this, and what layer am I in? Because I have some extra layers in here, or columns. What are you? I don't think you're the right one yet. What is that one? Oh, that's the popcorn one. Okay. That's popcorn. Popcorn comes in later. Alright. This is where it was. So you can see the color. This golden, greenish color. I don't know what this is. I'm thinking of it like a golden brown color, but it's really kind of like a gold green. I don't know. Whatever color you think that is. That's what that is. Maybe khaki. Is that khaki? So anyway, this is how you know what they are. The green is a Toonz raster layer. This is, I guess, their proprietary type of raster. Then we have the vector layer, which is just sort of, I don't know what color this is. And I'm going to think of it as a gold color for right now. And then the popcorn is another Toonz raster layer. The blue is a regular raster layer, which we're not going to get into because, I don't know, that was a failed attempt at figuring out which direction. No, actually, sorry, it was a successful attempt to figure out which direction these layers go in, and they go right to left. So that's it. So here's what we did on this. If I turn this off, these are my vectors on top of it. And we have to come down here to get to our vectoring tools. We've got the shape tool, and it's G for geometric tool. I'm still trying to remember that one. And what this does is it allows us to draw shapes, and then we can change the thickness, and this is all vectored, so we can move this around. Where is... That's our node tool, and we can click that, and then we have all these nodes with these little handlebars to change the curves and segments. The selector tool, which allows us to just select this object, move it around, just make sure you watch that cursor turn to different shapes because it'll do different things. We have like the little corner rotation, we have the little, I don't know what that is, like a spider wrench. Anyway, a multi-directional arrow, and that'll drag the whole thing around, and I can change the thickness of this. Let's see. Where's the thing for it? It does a thing. There it is. This little thing, if you come right up to it, this you can see, I don't know, it's really hard to see this. It's vectored as well, so you're not really going to see that very well. It's a little pump. Like a, I don't know, I'm thinking like a bicycle pump. It's, where is it? It's over here on the left. You can see a pump tool, and that basically pumps it up. There. although it looks different here than it does there, but it's doing the same thing. You can pump up lines in different segments with that tool, and here if I just try to reselect that, so as we push up it gets thicker and then skinnier as we move down. And we can move these around. This is how I did this eyeball. What I'm going to do, and this I was just experimenting with this, what I'm going to do is to delete these vectors and we'll have a nice inked thing. The reason that I've gotten rid of, that's, what is that, delete key? Alright. The reason I have all this weird mess is so that I can, enclose this, because it's not going to work. The bucket fill won't work if it's not completely enclosed. So I just enclosed it back here, and then I was able to fill it. We're going to do it for real now, but I was just sort of trying to figure this out. Where is, there. So I've only just done this frame, and it's not even done. I was just trying to figure out what to do. And that's how the day is going to start now, actually. And I think what I'm going to do is we're going to have to figure out how to proceed with this. These lines here are all connected to this particular style, and every time I change the color on that style, it changes the style color. So, which also changes the line color. You've got to change all that in a style. So, for instance, if I, let's see, do we not have the selection tool? We do. Why don't we have that? I'm on the wrong layer, I think. There. So when we change this, the color here of that line, it changes, or if we did the bucket fill, that's right, if we did bucket fill in here, it changes the line color, if I remember right. Oh, because I have this. So if I change this one, if I bucket fill on that same style, it changes, it not only fills, but it also colors the lines at the same time. So that's irritating. So what we want is black outlines without all this stuff in here. And to do the extra color, so we have black for the outlines, and we're going to have green, inside. And that's how it works. It means that we have to create a separate style every time that we want a different color. Otherwise, if we change the color that we drew this with, we'll also be changing the fill color, and the fill color will change the color that we drew this with, which is sort of circular logic, I suppose. And that's it for the preamble. I'm basically going to just sit here and work on animating this frog in the clunkiest way I possibly can, which is, I think we're on the right track already. Do I have the right here nodes? Alright. I need to remove this stuff, so we're gonna have to perform some surgery on this. One thing I have to worry about is duplicating images. Because the thing about this is that it links to duplicates, it seems. There, that creates a thing. There, if we, I want to get closer. I don't really want to mess up the roundness of that. I don't want that to get lost in there. There. Okay, this looks gruesome on this side. Why does the arrow keys not work? Is it just taking a while to load? Maybe. Okay, I think that's fine. Alright, I did this one, and I think we're going to redo this one. I still don't know if duplicate changes anything, but I don't know. Let's see if onion skinning can help a little bit. Let's see which direction does that go in. Top and bottom have changed. Okay, I think it's on its side. If we do... No. That gets confusing. Like, really confusing. I think this is the temporary one. Not temporary, but the dynamic one. This one's static. Okay. It's left and right is top and bottom, I guess. Right. Make sure we're on the right layer. It's not going to work. So we grab that, and hopefully it keeps our brush. Well, I haven't really changed brushes. The thing that I'm kind of stuck on at the moment is these shapes. Okay, I'm gonna have to match these pretty close because it's back behind us. Right. It's just getting these circle thicknesses together is going to be a little bit of a challenge, I think. Right, which one's which now? This is like it's giving me double vision. Alright, this is the front, and this is the one frog. Alright, so yeah, I think we have to redo this one. Alright, I guess we'll redo that line. Maybe we don't need to. Maybe we can adjust the nodes down here. I just don't know if we can. This bit here is too sharp. And I don't know how to, if there is a thing for handling how sharp that is. Can we do that? I feel like that's not a good solution. We're still experimenting with vectors. Alright, so let's get rid of it and try to do a little bit better on this. Also, I think these circles are fine. I think the eyes are alright, but let's see if we can get the, like, do this selection thing here, and then we'll get the pump tool. Just to, like, visually match it up. Right. Is there a readout on it? Yes, there is. Good. Well, then how about that? Let me go back. Good. Now we have some information. That'll be very helpful. If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. Wait, that feels much thicker. It's 438. Oh yeah. Look at that. Like a beast. You're not ready for this. That should be my stream title. You are not ready. Can I edit this while we're here? Vectors are fussy, but you get nice clean lines with them. So, you know, I'm not complaining. Did I put in the color on that, Laird? I may have. Level. We should say level. Why does the color change here? That's weird. Is anyone seeing that? Right here. It changes. That's really strange. Did I change the color? That doesn't make any sense. You can't change that all. I mean, it's all one frame. I'm giving it the sus look right now. It is different. Look at that. It's yellower and a bit more. It's opaquer. Did I change the opacity somehow? That's so freaking weird. Alright, so how do we fix that? Do we have like a, okay, color picker, style picker, RGB picker? I don't know, man. But why is that different? Is that changing? Does that look like it's changing? I don't know. Alright, so let's figure out what's going on with this. I can't see the, I can't see it change. That's very weird. Like, I can't see the sliders here move when I use the style picker. Like, that's fine. That's that style. So, I don't know. Alright, then how do I... what if we just turn on bucket fill and just hit it? It still doesn't change. Maybe it's a double up. Did I put that on 2 layers? Did I color a second layer with that? Is it over here on table C? Well, holy crap. Also, this should all be lower opacity, so it's like something's messed up now. You gotta be careful with this. I'm gonna mess with Blender in the future, because Blender can do some, you know, Grease Pencil can do like normal animation too. Maybe it's doubling up the frame. Oh, maybe. Maybe that's why. Maybe I'm just crazy. Don't confirm that. Don't be like, yeah, you are crazy, Braxton. Crazy like a fox. That's what they used to say when I was a little kid. No, they never said that. They said you're just weird. Stop being weird. Alright. So why is this happening? Did I change the opacity of this entire thing or something? Why is that like that? That's so freaking weird. So we have some kind of issue here. What if we just turn off this layer? It seems fine. But when we go to this layer, maybe that's just the effect of the thing. So we can see through it. But this does change color, so that's also freaking me out a little bit. If we come back over to this side, I'm still showing the vectors. That's freaking strange. Alright. Well, I don't really know what that's about, so let's just keep moving on. Because when we're over here, it all gets opacified. And when we're over here, the colors get opacified. But I'm putting all the color over here. Like, I'm even putting the color in the vector layer. Isn't that weird? Or is that okay? Again, it does change over here. You know what? Maybe it's this. Hold on, hold on. Maybe I'm just stupid. God damn it, Braxton, you're an idiot. You idiot. I'm not really an idiot, but I look. Here's what we did. I was like, it's weird because it's like the color is the same, but it's like it doubled up. Like I have it on two different layers. No. It is doubled up. See, when we do the onion skinning, the layer that we're on is gonna show transparency, and then we're gonna have like a double up when it's showing like the last color frame. Something like that. I mean, it doesn't show when it's animating, so yeah. I think this, as it moves up, is showing a double of the original frame. Like this is a copy of the frame that we're seeing now, or a persistence, like a persistent exposure of the frame, but it's showing also the frame where it was originally drawn. I think that's also what's increasing the opacity. Right there. And if we turn it off, it's perfectly fine. So there you go. You got to learn a new thing today. Isn't that amazing? Is everyone happy about that? Good. I was hoping that'd be the case. Alright, so let's find let's find a way to make this better. Can we move them, or we can trace them and then move them? Yeah, so let's do that. I wish we had kind of like a node eraser, but I don't think this one singles out that kind of stuff. Alright, so let's do this. We'll trace off this one. This is the previous frame, right? I just gotta get my head right. I'm gonna trace off previous frame here and get rid of this mess. What tool do we have? Do we have like a that's a select tool. Hold on, wait. Rectangular freehand? What is that about? Oh, maybe it does well, I guess I don't understand what the differences are there. So let's grab the eraser. Here. This is not going to get fixed, so it's not made right. And we'll use the eraser to just dig that out. Wait, if we highlight it that way, can we just hit delete? Yes, we can. Okay. I still don't know what the difference is in the regular and freehand thing, but it's fine for now. Weird. Okay, well this has stopped working. It'll probably work the next time we boot it up. Hold on, is it showing forward and backward? No, it's not. This is just our old... This is the one we're supposed to be looking at. Hold on, that is weird. That's not showing anymore. Oh. There. Guess we're on the wrong layer. I'm always on the wrong layer. Alright, this is where we need to be, and I will grab... this. We'll see if we can... We'll experiment a little bit. Is that eye gonna cover this up? Oh, wrong color. Wrong style. No, I don't want to use that. Let's use the... this thing. Polyline. No, it's arc. I know I have a setting for the size on this. Okay, so here's arc. Here's the arc tool. We do that. We can set that. Click, click, and bend, which I'm familiar with. But I know I had a setting for that. What are you? Is that what I used? 8.2. On what tool did I... Was that the brush? I don't know if I like that. We're gonna have to freehand that in. Alright, we'll try that. Well, I feel like we didn't use this tool. Also, I feel like this didn't keep our settings. What tool did I use? I mean, I probably did use this tool. I feel like I did. Well, I feel like I used multi-arc, but we have tips on the end of these. But I did brush. I don't know. Maybe we'll try the multi-arc for this. I wonder if you can change the shape. I need to change the shape of this. Yeah, because I can see this working. Why in the hell? Apply. There. Why doesn't it apply though? Maybe when we're done? Oh, it's freaking strange. Alright. I don't like it. I don't know if I like that. But we're gonna have to figure it out. Maybe if we can taper. If we can cause like a taper at the end. That'd be good. What if we do like a pump tool? Can we unpump? Yeah, let's bring this down. We'll do like here. Why did it do that? It cuts off within the frame, I guess. That's what it's doing. This definitely is a different, like multi-curve tool that I've used before. I've never used anything like this. It it makes the line a bit odd. It's so strange that it cuts that off. Well, do we at least have a way of editing these? Like maybe the pump tool would work to change the line. Yes. So there. So there. We can. Although it cuts off quite abruptly there. I don't like that. I wanted to have like a natural tip at the edge of it, but okay. It doesn't have a shortcut. Why am I doing it this way? Okay, let's get this out of here. We're working on this one. What is it? I'm gonna try to remember. G for geometric. At least that kind of makes sense. No, let's see. How were we doing that before? How about this? Can we do this and duplicate that? Remove vector overflow. I don't know what that is. It does that, the stuff off the edge of the page, maybe? That's weird. Okay, that doesn't work. So if we select this, can we duplicate that shape? That's what I'm looking for. Is a way to duplicate it. We could just copy and paste, but I'm not seeing it, a thing for it here. Like if I right click on this item, I don't see it. Maybe we should copy and paste it, just give it a try. I don't see any tools for that though. I just do a Control C, Control V. Alright. It's just strange that there are no controls that I see for that though. So we do that, just duplicate this and move it over. Right, because this will be well, that's our previous one, so that means that one's wrong too. So let's get rid of that one. Let's get rid of that one. Let's do a new one of this. The 438. Okay. We'll do that and get rid of that. There's gotta be something smaller, right? We go back to here. To 2.49. So just keep it like that then. Oh, it needed snapping. Look at that, everybody. Huh? Snappy snap. Oh, here. So we do this and bucket. Hold shift. Does it pick up the color information too? No. So where's the color information? We can't choose color? Well, I mean, we can just pop in the colors, no problem, but... Is the color not vectored? Now we should be able to move that anyway. Oh, it moved later. Okay, well that's interesting. So then Control C, Control V. I like, here's what I like. That when we do a copy of something, first of all, it doesn't create another damn layer. Looking at you, Clip Studio. But it also it shows it in an offset. Also, looking at you, Clip Studio. It shows the offset, so you know it's right there. Instead of just guess, like, oh well, maybe it's there, and you just grab at it, and the duplicate just peels off the top. I like this. This has more. I guess is the word feedback or confirmation. I don't know. You decide. Alright, so let's grab... We'll get, I promise we'll get faster at this. That's a lie. I will never get faster. I'm lying. I intend to be as slow as possible. Why does that not come out of the picture, though? I don't like that. Let's see. Maybe we go here. Give it a little curvy shape. No. No. Nailing it. We'll just go back here since it's not going to take it. And the pump tool. Look at that, we're getting kind of a handle on it. Eh? Just slow going. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's gonna be okay. Don't panic. Hold on, I want that off the edge of the page. Oh, it will go off the edge. Weird. Hey, Kamar, it's going better. We're figuring stuff out. I figured some stuff out. Although it looks like a mess right now, but we're sort of in an in-between frame right now. We figured some stuff out. This needs to be larger. Why is that line so narrow? Oh, right. That's because I was pumping that up deliberately. It didn't. It wasn't. It didn't have like a normal thickness. So we'll go to here, pump. There, that'll be good enough. As it's moving, we're not even going to see the difference. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. One thing, honestly, what? How many times did you cuss? I didn't. I guess 0. Where's the thing for this? Alright, I think we're fine with this. No, what we want is pinch. Where is that? Oh, it's M. M for pinch. M for pinch. It's too much Went too heavy on the So then we'll grab the S tool, shift, click, move it over, and then googly-eyed frog coming in. No, you didn't. But this needs to be lengthened out. That's what she said. If you know what I mean. I don't really know what I mean. So I have to carry this back there a little bit. Okay, I think we can do that. I don't like that it doesn't show the thing though. Let's see. Let's go back to this. I don't know if that will let us go back. Let's go to the node thing. Okay. It's weird that it cuts off the node at the edge, but now it doesn't. It kind of didn't do that before. Pump. Then we unpump. And go back. Slide that back over. Right. And let's work on this one. I have like an extra point here I didn't know about. It doesn't have a handle on it though. Let's move that back. Okay, well, I don't think anyone will care. No one will notice. Okay, we're gonna do this, and what did I do about his eyes? Yes, I just left it like that. I said not applying. We're on the right layer. It's not doing anything. Will it not do it with the thing on? Well, it was working. Did it bug out? Yeah, it's not filling. It did fill back here, right? Okay, so maybe that means it bugged or something. Unless we have like a weird setting on the tool. No, it's set to areas. Oh, I remember. Hold on. It's not closed up. Yeah. Okay, so we have to figure out what we're going to do. I need to grab the eraser. We'll select this so I can see the stuff. And, what is it? What's the button for that? Oh, we were just using the geometric tools, right? Right. On the vector layer. Alright, so I have to remove this one. No, don't. Can we just do eraser here? We can, but the problem is I need to find the tool to move that little knobby bit around. That's the wrong bit though. Here. There. And then we have to grab that. There we go. And we'll make a thing here. I don't like that doesn't want to curve. There we go. Ha 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 ha. Better. Nice. Starting to get the hang of this freaking tool. So where's our hand drawing brush? We'll just grab there. Back to bucket. F. F for fill. Ha! We did it. Look at that. Where's the there. We don't care about that one. Okay. We do this next one, and it'll fill the in-betweens. Right here. Alright, let me check outside. I'm expecting a delivery today, and I don't want it sitting outside in the heat. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Sorry if that was abrupt. I was right. I heard like noise on my front step. Hold on, where'd my pen go? Styles. Where's my little... Well, I don't know, I've lost my little glove thing. Okay, fine. It's fine. Yeah, but now my hand sticks to everything. I hate that glove, but I also grudgingly use it. It just looks stupid. That's all. That's all I'm saying is it looks stupid. Alright, so we'll copy this and we'll do the same thing. We'll just try to streamline, I think. I will try. This is breakneck speed, people. Breakneck. Wrong color, wrong style. Stop it! Stop it! Wrong style. Oh, well, I guess double click opens that up. I didn't know that did. I accidentally double tapped it. Okay, these are $2.49. We'll just keep it like that. Hopefully it remembers that each time. I like that this puts a circle in the center. Weirdly, again, looking at you, Clip Studio, it does not put these things at the center. I don't get that. It's really weird. Anyway, let's do it this way instead. Trying to hit that dead center. I feel like that line is larger than the last one. Oh, no, wait, we're fine. It changes when we do it that way. Okay, fine. Maybe that's the problem. We're just doing this wrong. Does it help hold shift? Yes. Then we'll do shift, select, Control C, Control V, grab the whole shmega-magiga. I don't even know what that is. I just made up a word. It sounds like it almost could be dirty, but not. What was that word in Big Bang Theory when what's the name? The name of the character that Mayim Bialik played. She was doing this girl talk thing with the other two girls, with Penny and what's her name, and she was telling him some story in some insane other language, and she used the word nether. You know, and everyone's like, what? Oh my god, like, I don't even know what another yaya is, but it's probably dirty. Anyway, that was the dirtiest story that she could. I think that's what it was. She was trying to tell the dirtiest story she knew. I guess that was it. I thought that was hilarious. Alright, I need to figure out the length. Really? We went with 438. Well, then why did... Okay. Was this one skinnier then? 255. Am I just going to change these every freaking time? Yes, I am. We're going to have to remember all these. Alright. So, these have to be 438 and 255. So we'll go back to here. Moving along. Ah, these are close. Close enough. You'll never know. So we'll go back to bucket fill. No, we don't. Yes. There we go. You know, she has a YouTube channel, Mayim Bialik. what we need to do is this. And then I'll... Crap. There. Whew. I don't think we have it. We don't have a thing for the pump tool. I know we all wish we had a real life pump tool. Okay, I think that one's good. Pumped a little too much. Gotta be careful, that bad boy could hurt somebody. Sounds like Meshuggah. What was the word that I made? I just completely forgot the word I made up. How am I even gonna copyright that now if I can't remember the word? Okay, that looks good. I wish there was a node deletion tool. I don't think there is though. Can we delete nodes? Like if we hit Alt, for instance, if I just hit Alt. Oh, look at that. Ha 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 ha. Look, it creates a little different shape. Maybe that's a node deleter. Maybe not. I guess it didn't. I was hoping that was a node deletion thing, but it is not. What's up, Gamion? I see you over there. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Sometimes the handle doesn't work. Do we have to select the inner part too? I don't know if we can do all of them. Can we thicken everything? No, don't you dare. God damn you. There's my redo button. There. Right, we're gonna find out. I don't think that highlights. I think the fill comes along with it. Damn it. Just trim the hedges and wash the car. Pretty tired but feeling good. Nice. Hopefully the hedges are actual hedges and not like, you know, Like a manscaping session or something, because that'll be awkward. You know, just trimming the hedges, if you know what I mean. Mowing the garden path, so to speak. Damn you! Okay, fine, we'll stop. I'm just trying to figure out if it would pump everything all at once. Or not. Just a basic hedge started growing so big that its branches almost reached my garage door sensor when the garage. Okay. I have bushes in front of my house that are basically covering the house. I really need to do something about it. But it provides me you know, anonymity. That's all I'm trying to say. And my stupid neighbors can't look into my house. I think this carries the color information with it. Alright, how do we close that off? Are we still talking manscaping? Were you wanting to get in on the conversation? Or were you gonna get in on it with some descriptions of your own? I have a cool battery powered hedge trimmer. You just carefully brush it vertically against the hedge and it's a nice clean cut. Look, I have some really nice hedge trimmers like that. You really do just brush it against the bush. Gone. Keep those things oiled up. You will not regret it. Boom. That keeps them sharp. Okay, no problem, Game On. I was just checking what bushes we were talking about. Okay. I mean, you know, it's okay if you get in on the conversation, but I don't know if I want to know that much about you. I think that might strain our friendship. I don't like junk to come between us. Okay. I'm just gonna leave that alone. I couldn't have had much when you went. No, you couldn't have. So how do we do the rest? We're gonna have to draw the rest of his head, apparently, which I did not do. Oh, well, I know what we can do. We don't have to encapsulate it here. Here. Watch. We can do that. we need to add on to that. I don't want to. It'd be like a snake. You don't want to do it like that. Look like a snake head. It's still gonna look snaky, I guess. There. Hold on. F. Here's the thing. Okay. I think we're getting there. Multi-arc, we don't really need to do a separate arc and multi-arc because we can just... wrong tool. Oh man, if I wanted the eye color to be something different, I'd have to make the... There. I'd have to make the, like another style for it. So, as it is, if we change the line color, it'll change the pupil color in the way that we've got it here. And this is just a double tap. So the multi-arc tool is fine for single arcs. There's no reason to switch between them, it seems. This is a pinch tool. M. Alright, and that's a single thickness, so let's go to the select tool. Damn it. Braxton, you know you can just go to the little window up there, probably. Right. I wished it would do like the little arrow thing where we could drag inside there. Okay. You really got to do these shortcuts, I think. It's, you know what, again, I keep thinking about it like Blender. Blender's the same way. You're not going to get anywhere if you don't start memorizing the shortcuts. I opened up Blender to look at the 2D like the 2D grease pencil animation. Oh my god. It broke me. It broke me. I'll show you. Look, I'm going to show you. And this is the normal one. Or the old one. That's 4.1. Am I really 4 versions behind? Like 4 minor versions behind? Minor updates? Because I think the newest one is 4.5. Splash. 2D animation. Like literally this is all you have to do. Just hit 2D animation. No plugins necessary. Look at this. If this doesn't make you crap yourself, I don't know what will. I'm sorry to be vulgar. I know this is a family show. Just look at this dizzying array of stuff. Like, just every direction you look in makes me want to cry. Yeah. So anyway, this is how Blender would be. But we can do so much cool stuff in here if I just learn it. Like OpenToonz is very powerful and it does a lot of professional stuff, but man, it's freaking hard to learn. I'm feeling a lot of parallels between the two of them. But this is just craziness. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. And the problem with this is I'll be remembering the tools from this one. Right? What was the circle thing? I think it was 4.38. We'll do the pupil. And see, we're starting to learn a workflow. I'm not as inept as I sometimes seem. I'm close, but not as, okay? Not as inept. F for Phil. And there's some artists on Twitch called Bucket Phil, and I'm like, no. I hate you, and I will never, never join your channel. Just because of that shit. Don't you dare name yourself Bucket Phil. That is not happening. Not on my watch. What is Tool? What is Tool? See? Yes. Not today, son. You're not going Bucket Phil today. I should have got in there and just said no. And that's it. Just leave them all wondering, what is he talking about? Of course, that's every day. That's my life. I don't have nostrils. Hold on. Am I really gonna just circle tool a nostril? Okay. I guess so. Is that big? I feel like that's too large of a nostril. No. Ugh. Come here. Okay, we just accidentally did it right. I wonder if we should keep the smile straight. Also, what are we doing with these drawings? Why did we do that many? It's the same drawing. Okay, well then let's persist this one down to here. Persist the exposure. We'll go back to the original. Okay, we don't need to do that one. Here. Let's just figure out where we want this. aren't. Start right under the pupil here. Why did I draw a second frame in there? It wasn't really necessary. Guess that one's fine. Let's make a change on that. No, it doesn't work like that. Aha, okay, hold on. Alt. Alright. Hey, Bean. Welcome in. We're making some progress finally. Well, yeah, no, we had multi-arc already. The best way to ink with this is vectors. That's what I have discovered. I don't really have to nail it, but I have been. It's not closed. Oh, it's still not closed. You see two faces. It's onion skinning. So it's showing me the last one, so we can trace over that for reference for the next one. It's this little dot over here that shows us the previous frame, and this will show us the next frame, but we're not there yet. Why did it change? Okay. So see, it changes from here to here. Let's see, bucket. Force myself to remember the shortcuts. There. These are just gross. These won't be seen. I hope. This persists or exposes until here, and we eat up some of it. We're just gonna erase some of it, in other words, for the popcorn layer. Okay, need a separate layer for the popcorn, or maybe all on one layer. It probably would be better to be on one layer, wouldn't it? Alright. That's why they're getting squashed, because I had to push the ends up in there. I think that's why. Let's grab this one. Let's lower these. Can we lower them at the same time? Oh, they bridge like a single piece. Oh, look at that. It's neat. Okay. Enough messing around, Braxton. Back to work. Yeah, that's what I want. No. Shapes, right. There we go. Just have to remember what I'm looking for. Wrong. Hold on, almost there. Yeah, it does feel like working in Blender. I'm also typing in my values and stuff like that. I think 2 layers is easier. You mean like one for the color, and well, we need to have it on the same layer so it'll bucket fill. But maybe you mean like the popcorn on its own layer. We do have that drawn on a second layer, so I could vector a second layer. You're probably right. It would be better to have it on a second layer. Do we have all the sizes right? I think so. Yeah. Just ignore the wonkiness past the edges there. The camera won't see those things. It's just the one from behind showing, right? Yeah, it's fine. Just a little bit offness. We're also going to do the popcorn bag with that red and white. That sort of classic popcorn bag. Of course, do they? I don't think theaters do that anymore. But they used to have little paper bags. Like very thin paper bags. That look like that. That was a long time ago. Like little generic bags. Alright. This is the wrong frame. No, it's not the wrong frame. Okay. So I gotta figure out what to do about this. These have to be connected so I can fill. I'll think about that while I'm doing this mouth here. I'm wondering if the popcorn will cover it if we paint it opaquely. Alright, I have another of these. How do I delete the column? I don't know what any of this means. I don't know what table is. It's another thing we don't understand. Delete column, okay. I feel like nothing's on that layer. Let's get rid of that ink. I don't like it. Laying down the law. Okay, we'll be here. And we should hand draw that. I hate that it does that. well, we have to make new things. I have to make new whatchamacallits now. A new style. I'd love to know what's evening that out. Like, it did the same thing to me before, too. Something is evening out these lines, and I want them to stay thick. So what is that? Maybe it's bugged. It does that sometimes. Size minimum, size maximum, accuracy. I don't know what accuracy does. It's so weird that it does that. Why did it do that? I would like to just sort of draw expressively over these things, and I feel like that's not gonna be possible. Because it just, like, no matter what, it eats up the line. Oh, wrong one. Weird. It's like it does nothing. It does not affect the opacity at all. Again, this could be bugged. It feels like it is. Yeah, we're gonna have to do this. I don't want to do this though. I want expressive strokes. I don't know why it's eating this up. Like I'm trying to behave like this isn't bothering me, but this is really bothering me. Like, what is it that makes it eat up the stroke? You can see the different pressures, and then it ignores it and goes back to a skinny line. So why is it doing that? Like, what setting is making it revert? Pressure is on, but that's not helping anything. The size minimum seems fine. I don't know. Let's do a save, and then we'll restart it. Maybe it is bugged out. There. It was bugged a bit because the now that shows the way I expect it to. So that's good. And what was the other thing they're trying to do? Also, I don't know. Now we have like an extra little thing here. I don't know what that is. Like now we have two little things there. Strange. It doesn't come back either. Okay, so yeah, the brush tool should have our thicks and thins in there. Should be on black. But it still eats up what is making you do that? Again, it's the same thing. We run into this problem in Blender too. You get one tiny like pebble on the road and it wedges under your wheel and you go flying. Smashing your face first into a brick wall. That's basically what happens. It just takes the tiniest little speck of something to derail you in this thing. It just doesn't seem like I don't see any settings that control this. I still do not understand this auto paint for lines thing. It just does not make any sense to me. I can understand what the word means. I can understand the words separately, but I don't understand how this is implemented. So for some reason this is ignoring it, or the brush just doesn't do that ever. That seems wrong. I don't know. I don't like it though. I'll eventually figure it out. I can't spend all freaking day on it. We just can't do it. I mean, it seems to give me the thickness information, and yet it doesn't. Like all at the same time, it does and it doesn't. I wonder how opaque this white is. This is probably better to do it this way. Good. That's what I was hoping. But popcorn isn't like that. Ugh, I really hate that it won't let me draw. That's freaking me out. Yeah, not happy. I don't want to have to pump up every freaking line. I just want some actual line weight when I press down with my pen. Like, why have a pen that has pressure sensitivity if you're not gonna... if you're not gonna let me use it? Why did I draw a second one of these? It's a second one. Did I do that for a reason? Who knows? I think this persists until the end. Alright, so let's keep the face like that, and the popcorn will be a second layer, and it'll be opaque on top. There. What, snap? No. So then what's the point of snap if it doesn't snap? Also, where is my glove? I set it down when I got up. I'll be back. I'll be right back. Okay, good. It wasn't far. And I can move a little bit better. My hand is so humid. It's so humid. It's too humid. Man, I really need this to not be like this. It's so hard to trace. I just want to draw. Here, hold on. We can select it all. It's gonna make it wiggly, though. See if that's closed up enough to where I can fill this. No. God damn you. Haha. I win. Stupid OpenToonz. Of course, it still made all this crap suck. This is all looks terrible down here. This looks awful. It really does. I need to figure out why on earth it won't let me It's not letting me do anything. Am I on the right layer? What is with it? Like, it just... Why is it this tool won't do anything? Are we bugged again? What's it doing? This makes no sense at all. Let's see if it does something on another layer. It does. Does it not do that with the pen tool? That seems pretty nasty. Why would you make something like that? I'm having, like, issues now. Oh, what are you doing? What on earth is this thing doing? Now it does more expressive things this way, but it still eats up the thickness, which I mean, it's better than nothing, but I don't know why the other tool does that. Mr. Atomic, we're making progress. Sort of. Ignore these nasty parts on the edges. I'm going through some growing pains here. And that reverts again. I do not like that. Like, didn't I apply? I'm pretty sure I applied. Well, it's a different brush though. Oh well, let's just work with it. I just don't like that it eats up my stroke. Yeah, this is not great. Like, maybe they just don't like expression. Maybe they just hate expressiveness. Maybe that's what it is. Like no, you're not allowed to express yourself, Braxton. At all, ever. No expressive lines. Screw you. It's a little brutal, but you know. It's kind of restrictive, I think. At least that works. Holy crap. Like, why is it? It's like, no, we're going to do that so that you're forced to use the pump tool. Maybe that's the idea. You know, like they put all that time in that tool and they're just mad that you're not using it. I feel like that's what's going on. Do I need to bucket fill that? There. That's kind of nasty. See, what did it do here? We changed something. It allowed something to get through right there. What was that? This popcorn's gonna be different every damn time. Hey, Panda Bear. Welcome in. Maybe we do individual strokes. Well, look, we've already done this, so why am I on this layer? Okay, that's supposed to persist until... Why is that on this layer? Oh, that was because that was the previous layer. Alright, so if we do this, I'm going to grab that. Why isn't that working? Yes, I am. I'm trying to work on OpenToonz. It's kind of... The learning curve is a little bit steep for me. The vectors work differently than what I'm used to in other art programs. So this is... Why do we still have this frame down here? Like I've messed something up. All that seems fine. Then we get down. Don't do that. That one's separate. I think it sometimes bugs out. That's what it did. Because that one's supposed to be up here. Alright, let's just see if we can delete all that. Try again. We still have that. Yeah. You can do that. I don't mind. I'm trying to figure out what this is, though, at the moment. Let's see if we remove that cell. Somehow the color information is in the cell. Well, that's really strange. I don't know how to fix that yet. Because somehow there's a frame in here that shouldn't be in here. This shouldn't exist. But it's here. Let me try on the last frame. But you're unreachable now. We do have a reference brush thing for that, but it still persists on that. It's so weird. It is really weird because it's showing the wrong thing in the wrong layer or level. It shows the recent one, but this would be in red. It's showing the recent one, but it's in some kind of a black color. Maybe that's the problem? Okay, well, it doesn't make any sense. Use Toon Boom Harmony. As I've been given that advice before. Yeah. Yeah, several names. He goes by many names. See, let's use the pump. For some reason, this thing does not like pressure. So, I can't really draw the way I normally would. Whoops. It's gonna be a tiny emote. No one will see those things. Okay. That doesn't look good. Hey, Strider. Welcome. You saw the new Superman movie? No, I don't see movies. I don't watch movies. At least not like new stuff. Let's edit this down. Which tool is it? C? The last movie I saw, well, in a theater, I can't remember. But I usually watch, like the Roku thing. I have a Roku box on my TV, and I watch stuff through that. What did I watch? Oh yeah, I love like the Chinese kung fu movies. So, you know, like I watch stuff like you know, Bruce Lee stuff and Legend of Drunken Master, like Jackie Chan stuff and all that. Oh yeah, I was watching all the Ip Man movies recently, which is amazing. Yes, I am really 51. I am. I have not gone to a theater to watch a movie for 20 years. I think, about. I love fighting movies. Well, I like the Chinese kung fu stuff, you know, like the old kung fu theater stuff, and again, that's like all the Jackie Chan stuff and Bruce Lee and stuff like that. Right, what is wrong with this picture? Because this is wrong. Was that just giving me weird brushstrokes? I guess it was. Okay, I don't know. Let's bucket fill on this. But that's all nostalgic stuff. Remember, like I was a kid watching those things, so it just kind of stuck with me. Why are you not working? That works. I am old. Why? What is wrong with this thing? Alright, there's something wrong. Why? There's no leaks. Why are we having issues? Well, I don't see it. There'd be a gap here because this is on a different frame. It might be this bit. Whoops. Like that, maybe? Because that's just the texture breaking. I don't think that... I mean, it looked closed. Nope. Alright, let's look at the vectors. These are all fine. That's so freaky. Well, it looks fine. Why is it doing that? It's all gone. It just won't do it now. You gotta be kidding. This can't be how it works. Again, if this thing is... It might be bugged. But we're going to do... The thing is, like, these didn't... These have gaps up here, though, right? And they're still catching. You know? Like, they're still acting like they're closed. So... These are enough... So the other visible stuff should be enough, too. And we're on the right layer for it, aren't we? So, I don't know, maybe... Well, if I erase this bit out, we'll lose its color. I want this thing to let me draw like normal. I'm not real happy that it's doing this craziness. There, it's fine there. It's fine on these small gaps, but it's just not picking this up. I really don't want to erase this, but I don't know what else we're going to do with it. It is. If we save now, we'll save and then start and stop. I'm going to start working in Blender too. That'll be like during the week here. Have you used Blender? At all? There, see, it did bug out. Of course, it didn't pick up all my changes either, but it did bug. Okay, let me show you what it's gonna look what it's gonna look like. Like this thing already, like I used to do a lot of stuff like this. Hold on, I don't have my middle mouse programmed. Do I not have middle mouse programmed on this one? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to reprogram my mouse. I used to do a lot of organic modeling, like curvy 3D shapes and stuff, which will be good for doing environmental stuff. But I'm very much interested in using it for 2D animation and the 3D parallaxing. And it looks really cool if you do the regular animation in it too. You know, paint the backgrounds in like Paint Tool or Clip Studio Paint, and then bring it in here and do the animations. Do we have grease pencil already on? Hold on. See, this already works like a regular pencil, actually. Pencil. Tinting strokes. Erase. Tinting strokes. So where's our color? That's material. Well, I know better than, like, I know how to do 3D in Blender, but Blender is about as difficult or more difficult than OpenToonz, actually. This doesn't move at all. See, it's like you're never gonna get anything to happen without like a without a tutorial. Like this is about as far as as we'll be able to go. What's up? So easy. I can't remember how it works. No, it's because I need to get middle click back on my stylus. I won't be able to actually move this around otherwise. Yeah, all my stuff is messed up. We're gonna mess around with this and see what this is like, but I need tutorials before I can even do anything in this one. Because otherwise that's about all the best we can do at the moment. See, like this doesn't even move. It's like the box, you know. You can't even move that thing. This isn't the new Blender though. This is 4.1. Yeah. I don't like having to use that brush. I really don't like this brush. I just can't stand it. See, like, why does it show pressure now? When it didn't before. And I had to use a different brush because it wouldn't let me expand the things. Well, we're gonna have to redo all this again. Just because it bugs out a lot. That one looks less disgusting. But these are all pretty bad. We still have the wrong tool on. I should probably do that in red. Close them up. It's on the same layer, right? Good. Crap. Man, switching around these tools is kind of rough. There. Let's see if that works. Like, you gotta really know your shortcuts. Otherwise, you'd be spending all your time digging through menus. Same story with Blender. Shit. That'll be good enough. I've tried Krita. I hate Krita. It runs terribly on my PC, and my PC is more than enough to handle Krita. I don't know what it is, but something about it just really hates my computer. It chugs. That's when we eventually went to Clip Studio. I was much happier. Damn. I don't want to do that. Oh, you're gonna make me make another material? Damn you. Don't make me make another damn whatever this is. Style. That's kind of irritating that it wants a style for everything. And I get freaked out when I think things are like accumulating to a point. It really starts getting on my nerves. Like, I don't like that constant snowball accumulation of stuff. Why on earth is that filling? That shouldn't just fill just because it wants to. But it's going to. Do we unfill? I think we're coming up against some new rules, which is not fun. It's changing the rules again, I think. Yeah, see, now it's just auto-filling. Ever heard of what? I said I had tried Crit, I hated it. If that's what you're asking. So now it's auto-filling. Is that I did not switch to that setting. Is that a... How is that a thing right now? How's it just automatically filling for no reason? It doesn't make any sense. There. But it's doing it again. Really? I haven't, I didn't know it could animate. Now we're stuck. Well, that's kind of nasty. I really was hoping that that wasn't going to be a persistence, but it is. So why is it doing that? Again, probably bugged. That's the only thing I can think of these days. There shouldn't be any information still stuck on the layer. Just delete this. See if it does it again after it's deleted. Somehow, it's still doing it. Are you kidding me? You really have to be kidding. There's no way that's a reality, that they made it like that. This has to be bugged. Is there like anything on up here that says like autofill on? It hasn't done that. If we close the circle, it's fine, but somehow down here seems fine there. Yeah. It's so freaking strange. The bugs are very odd. They don't make a lot of sense. I mean, bugs usually like make some kind of sense, right? Maybe not. Ugh. Oh, we have to do the ones up front here. Hopefully that's touching that one below. That line underneath. I didn't think about these not touching. Crashing is super... Well, no, we have not had a crash yet. Which is good. But I want to at least get a feel for it, because I don't like just starting and stopping things just because they get difficult. All that does is just teach you to be a quitter. We should at least stick with it long enough to figure out what we're doing wrong. Yeah, it's been, I think it's just been on too long. Maybe it's just been on. Maybe after a while it just builds up the problems. There we go. And the bugs just pile up. Who knows? We'll do like an off-white. There. Whew. That only took like 3 or 4 tries. Okay, well we will save before it crashes. And we'll continue this tomorrow. I've almost got it. I've almost got this. We got to do how many more? We need here, where's popcorn layer? This is popcorn. One. I think we just need one more frame. I think that's it. We don't have anything else. It's just that's it. Tomorrow this is getting did. Right? And we will have conquered this insanely difficult problem. And then over the week, I'm going to try to do a little bit of learning in Blender for this particular thing, doing 2D. It's probably going to break me. Let's see. Crash first year in the app. We will see. I take that challenge. Okay, we're almost there. Everyone, have an amazing day. Thank you for hanging out. And we'll be back tomorrow. Play it once. Okay, I'll play it once. Here, we'll just let it run on a cycle.